Okay, there is a string related function, string function called matches. Using matches function, how are we going to verify whether that string is alphabetic or alphanumeric or numeric or negative number? So that we are going to learn about that one today. So for alphanumeric, if you see here, I have written the example also here, like b as a variable, and here if you see matches function is written, and using ternary operator, then again some logic, and then I'm assigning the values. So this is an example. So in this way you can write, and let's understand what is going on over here. For alphanumeric, whenever if you want to check the string whether that is alphanumeric or not, like for that purpose you need to use in this fashion. So if we go in depth over here, a hyphen z, that indicates all the capital letters. A hyphen z means from a letter to z letter all the capital letters will be coming ins inside this. And then the next one is small a hyphen z. So that indicates like all the small letters, small a to small z, they will also be coming. And then numbers 0 hyphen 9. So 0 hyphen 9 means all the numbers between 0 and 9, including 0 and 9 as well. So whenever your string is consisting of all these content, then it will be considered as alphanumeric. Then you can say like it is it will retrieve true. This function will retrieve the value as true because this string is consisting of any of these, like any of these, all of these. Sorry, not any of these, all of these. Like it is having capital letters or the small letters and the numbers as well. So then it will retrieve the value as true. And then coming to the numeric, if it is numeric means then only the numbers numeric means. So that is why 0 hyphen 9, we are using 0 hyphen 9 over here. And then if it is negative, in order to check whether the number is whether the string is having negative number or not, you'll be using the same way 0 hyphen 9. Before that you'll be putting hyphen over here. It's minus. If you put minus over here, that indicates any all the numbers are negative numbers. And then alphabetic. For alphabetic, we'll just remove this 0 hyphen 9 and keep only the A to Z, A hyphen Z, and then E hyphen Z over here. So here, if you see the logic which I have written over here is if the string is consisting of numbers, like if it is having numbers from 0 to 9, if any of the number between like 0 to 9, like any number is there, then I'm just right, I have written the logic something like, and then if the length is greater than 5, so it should be numbered, and the number's length is greater than 5, or the if it is matching to 0, or means like if the length is greater than 5, or if the string is only having one value and that is like 0, then if any of these conditions are matching, then I'm assigning it as false, else I'm assigning it as true. And this last else will get triggered when this condition gets false. This condition, like if the string is not having any numbers itself, then it will be assigned as false. If this condition is true, then it comes over here, and if this condition is true, then it will false will be assigned, and if this condition is false, then true will be assigned over here. So that is the logic we can write for matches over here. And the below is some like talent code that is written in order to like it is like implementing the logic over here for the same. So if you see here, I have written some string variable and assigned the number. So if you see here, the number is having all minus is there, and then number is there. So it's a negative number, right? So here When we write this my string dot matches of this one, here there is no minus before bracket. As I said, minus means it should have when it is checking, it should be having minus also, right? But here there is no minus. It is matching with only the numbers over here, 0 hyphen 9. The numbers are matching, but minus is not there. So obviously this returns false. And then coming to the next one. So here it's the same condition except 0 minus 9 is there. So number, if it is a string, then print the value as string 1. So since it is a negative number, obviously it will go for else part. And the else part, what we have written over here is we have written something like again, if it matches 0 to 9, if it is a number, then it is a number, but it is a negative number. So obviously this also will get false. And again, this condition, since it is not matching, it goes to else part, and else part is this one. So else part is the this one, the last part. So it will come over here. Here it is having minus and then number. So this is matching with this one. So obviously this condition is true. So that's why it goes to then, and then it is printing the negative. So, so ultimately here what we are checking, we have written the logic like if it is a number, then again if the number's length is greater than 5, then we are printing greater than 5. Else we are just printing good. And since if these are not matching at all, then we are checking if it is a negative number. If it is a negative number, then we are printing it as negative. So that's it. Again, it will we are just printing a, and then we have written something like, again we are just the negative number whichever is there, again we are writing the logic like if it is a string means if it is an alphabet, if it is an alphabet then it will come over here. But since it is a negative number, it will go to else only and come over here. And then here we are just checking for if it is a numeric, but see it is numeric but it is a negative number. So here also it won't match, so it will come afterwards here. And again here it will here also we are checking for alphabet only. So here since it is not an alphabet, it will print only the false. That's it. So ultimately the matches function, whatever we have seen over here, if it is matching, then it will just give true or false. That's it. It will retrieve that only. It won't do anything. So here if it is falling under any of these criteria, like if it is either alphabetic or numeric, then this will retrieve true. And coming to the numeric, if it is numeric, then it will retrieve true. And if it is an alphabetic or if it is a negative number, then this matches function will retrieve false. And coming to the negative, if it is an alphabetic and if it is a numeric, then it will retrieve false. And if it is a negative number, then it will retrieve this matches function will retrieve true. And coming to here matches function, if it is an alphabetic, then it will retrieve true, otherwise it will retrieve false. So in this way you can check whether that is an alphabetic or alphanumeric or numeric alone or negative number. Thanks everybody.